Man. A lot of time we spend a lot of time and effort trying to change something that's not us. I've noticed myself, I've in search of something that's not even what I want. I have this sense of I want to be comfortable, and being totally honest, me being uncomfortable is being comfortable. When I get a sense of being what I feel like the world say is comfortable, I tend to be like, hold up, I don't want this. And then when I'm uncomfortable, I get into a mind frame of, yeah, this is it. This is my comfort zone. But when I communicate with people about this is my comfort zone, their reaction is, Michael, that's not comfortable. And a lot of times we just in search of something, like I said, that's not really us. I have a friend of mine, and she's like in search of happiness. And to me, when I listen to her talk about her search sounds like what predicament she's in. It's not like she's changing something. She's really just relocating. A change is, I feel like it's internal feeling, action, thought that's gonna become external. You know what I'm saying? And for her, it's more external. Like she wants to move and get a new job, because she feels like her moving, get a new job will help her accomplish the goals she wants. And, when I listen, I'm like, well, what happened the last 3 times you thought like that? Like you're not making any drastic changes internally that will help you externally. So when it comes down to what she's searching for, as I listen, I'm like, you're not going to get there. But I've learned, like, it's not appropriate to tell somebody they're not going to get to their internal goal, because like that's not our roles when you're interacting with others. Your role when you're interacting with others is pretty much to support them where they at. It's not about guiding them where they're going. That takes a lot of more attention to detail and more attention as an individual that they will listen to and allow them to be mentored by. You can't tell people to do things and feel a certain way when they don't do it, because that's a sign of you being more invested than that's needed. So you ever find yourself attempting to help someone and they don't listen to your help, that's not their problem, it's your problem. So I've definitely learned to stop having those type of moments where I blame others for wasting my time, because in reality you have the option to give your time. So the fact you had an option, you can approach the situation with the basis of, I'm mad at you. Because I've done that in the past. I've been there, supported people, helped people, told them I'd be there, went out my way to be there, and then they do something and I'm like, I'm around, and then I get mad, when they do things, and I'm like, I was around. I've had a friend, and we would talk a lot, talk about these things. I was pretty much, free counseling type thing. And, she did some self-harm, and it rubbed me the wrong way, because I'm like, you are going through something and I'm available for help, and you didn't utilize me. I was mad at her, and I gave her the impression I didn't want to be her friend anymore. And, over time, I realized how wrong I was, because that's not my place. Everybody has their own life, and it's my job, it's my role to just allow you to live it. I'm not God, and most times I'm not even a good friend, because most time I have selfish intentions. My intention is to help you help me. My intentions aren't for you to help yourself, because I feel like you are as strong as your weakest friend. So if I consider you a friend, I want to help build you up so I'm not weak. Because I don't want to get rid of you because I have already invested in you. So the fact that I'm like getting out of that stage, I've seen a lot of improvements and a lot of calm and peace in my life. But, you know, sometimes people are fighting a fight that can't be won. So for you to exert your energy in a fight that can't be won, you're no different from that person. You are constantly emotionally, physically, mentally, sometimes sexually involving yourself in something that can't be fixed. And you get emotionally, physically, mentally, sexually attached to the situation in a manner that you feel like it's yours. So we definitely have to alter. Yeah, we definitely have to like stop doing those things, because at the end of the day, it don't hurt them, it really hurt us. Yeah, because I've been practicing the whole, I say definitely step back approach. And I say step back because, like, you know, a step back is my energy was going forward at a certain speed and I stopped and jumped back. So I definitely, I try that approach now with things, because like I learned in like counseling that what's the rush? You know, what's the rush? We're not talking because you need a rushed answer. We're talking because you need a long-term answer. And when I rush head first into satisfying what you need, what tends to happen is I miss the big picture. So what I've been doing is go, stop, step back. Okay, what's going on, Michael? And during that step back process, I get a better perspective of what's going on and what's needed and what my role is in the situation, instead of thinking I know. When I take a step back, I get a better perspective of knowing. You know, when you know something, you have a better vibe, a better feeling, a better energy to accomplishing your goal, and also a better understanding and knowing of the person's goals, you know, because people talk, you know, in my opinion, I haven't really read into the statistics of these things, but I feel like 75% of people's initial statements are emotionally, you know, it's emotionally. It's, I'm heard, I feel good, I'm satisfied, I can't believe this is going on. It's something emotionally. And it's like you're writing a paper, and when you write a paper, you're supporting your facts in your initial paragraph, but your thesis statement is small. You know what I'm saying? Your thesis statement is one sentence, but you have an introduction, you have all these other sentences. So it's like a small portion of your paragraph. But if you compare it to the whole paper, think about how much your thesis statement is. You know, if you're writing a 10-page paper, your thesis statement is still one sentence, maybe two. Yeah. So that's the factual, thought out understanding of the situation, the thesis statement. But the rest of it just emotionally, you know. It's emotionally, and sometimes your emotions are backed up by facts, but they initially come from, you know, definitely emotions. So I definitely like to recenter your activities and thoughts and interactions with people based on you attempting and giving a lot of energy to help them get through something, because a lot of times what they're going through is not what they're really going through, because they're expressing 75% of emotions. So if you deal with people's emotions, what are you really doing? You're having an emotional conversation. Do you really want to have an emotional conversation with somebody? No, I doubt it. What kind of conversation do you want to have with somebody? You want to have a factual, intellectual, you know, conversation. You don't want to have a, my feelings hurt, I'm sad, I'm happy, I'm satisfied, everything going good. everything going bad. You want to have a, man, 1 + 1 = 2. That color is red. That's a car. That's a truck. You don't want to get into that whole, well, I feel like the weather is cold today. Well, I feel like the chicken came before the egg. You really don't want to go down that route, because that's a waste of time and energy when you are attempting to support and be supported. And when you are communicating with people, you have to really realize 75% is emotional. So you gotta let the emotions go through, filter through the emotions, and then find out the situation. And I'm good with that with everybody except one person. You know, I struggle with my I feel like my daughter mom with that situation, because like I'm such in a rush to filter through all the emotions and try to get to the fact, because I'm busy. And I realize I don't take time to like, all right, what's going on? You know, because I already know I'm going to listen to what's going on. And sometimes I feel like she gets factual, like her factual. And then I jump to a conclusion on the factual, and then I learn that it's emotional. So you got to always go and step back. And through the midst of the step back, what you will find is, what's the rush? You know, what's the rush? Because I know like yesterday, I was super emotional, and it had nothing to do with what happened during that day. It was actually what happened over the past 48 hours. So if you didn't know who I was and you were dealing with me for the first time yesterday, you would have saw a side of me that wasn't my normal me. You know, you saw my 25% me. You didn't see my 75%, because like, you know, I'm 25% emotional that I display, but on the inside I'm 75 on the inside. But what I display is only 25 emotional, because I'm just like, I wouldn't call myself a straight shooter, but I'm definitely to the point. And you know, I like to eliminate emotions in all my actions, because I'm super emotional, you know. And I think all people are, but you know, I was raised by women. And when I was raised by women, I saw women do things, and what I thought a man does was the opposite. So I saw women cry, men don't cry. I saw a woman complain, men don't say nothing. I saw a woman jump to conclusions, I overthink. So I did the complete opposite. But on the spectrum, it's still emotional. It's just different ends, you know. If one is positive, one is negative. If one is negative, one is positive. They still emotional. So it took me a long time to definitely better understand that. And it took me a long time to definitely know what to do next. So I'm definitely one that's comfortable overthinking, overprocessing things, because you get nothing out of jumping to conclusions. You get nothing out of rushing. You know, if you're going to be who you are, sometimes you got to reflect on who you are at times, you know, because when you reflect, you're able to say, this is who I am. That ain't who you are today, Michael. Why you not who you are today? Oh, crap. My scale off a little bit. I'm not balanced. Okay, crap. Let's get back balanced. And that's how I am, you know. And we analyze those things through different avenues. Mine is communication, but as I've gotten older, I know what it really is. It's me hearing myself. And it's not like I like to talk, but I process things. So when I say stuff out loud, I hear it. And when I hear it, it's like I'm saying, somebody's saying it to me. And when I hear it, I'm like, nah, no, oh yeah. So that's why I take pride in being able to have people to communicate, because the people I communicate with know that. They know that. They know how my mind works. My mind works. This is going on. Express it. Understand it. Move forward. Now, they know if my judgment is cloudy, they say, hey, yo, Michael, A, B, and C. And I'm like, ooh, I didn't think about that. Dun, 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 dun. Keep moving forward. And that's how all the people I communicate with, they're like, you know, they processing it. And if their judgment is cloudy, I say, hey, don't forget about this. And that's how we operate.